What up, people? It's your boy Chig, and you are through to Chig Flicks. I hope you're well. Big up to the Chig Nation. I hope you're hanging in there, and you guys are enjoying the summer while still dodging this never-ending COVID thing. But yeah, I hope you guys are well, and you've had your shots, and you're up and at it, and you're enjoying the football and enjoying the summer, whatever it is you're doing. You don't need to be enjoying football to enjoy the summer. Um, do me a very quick favor. You know how we do, housekeeping wise. Please do stick a like on this video first and foremost. It always, even if you think to yourself, "Oh shit, come on now," your like matters just as much as the other like. Trust me, it all helps the show get noticed. So if you don't stick a like and someone else does, that could be the key difference in us moving the show forward and taking it to the next level, which I really want to do. Stick a like on this video, hit the subscribe button as we start to motor towards 400 subscribers. Okay, so I figured I'd do a very brand new film, brand new film, like not just a new film that came out and it came out a few weeks ago, and shit, you took your time to review it. Now I mean a brand new film that dropped over the weekend, called The Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt. Now, I must admit, I'm always very, as someone who has Amazon Prime, I'm always very skeptical of Amazon Prime exclusive movies. I think the one thing that Netflix do better, Netflix are a lot better at that area of things. A good example is Army of the Dead, a film that they released very recently. That was a Netflix exclusive. I think they are very much the guys when it comes to the guys and girls when it comes to things like this. Whereas with Amazon Prime, I think I only remember one film that they did that was exclusive that wasn't totally terrible. So I must admit I was very wary going into this movie. I do like Chris Pratt though. I'm a Chris Pratt fan. I'm a bit hit and miss when it comes to sci-fi. Like I think sci-fi done really well is excellent, and then I think sci-fi done not so well can be really really boring. So a good example. I'll tell you a very very good example. Right, for me, I thought, for example, Terminator Genesis was boring as fuck. I was so bored. I was so bored. That's a good example of a type of movie which things were happening, but I just couldn't get on board with it. And then there were other type of movies where they're completely different. Like I know some people spout the what is that? What's that called? Oh, do you know what? Forget it. I was gonna name the Emily Blunt film, and I couldn't remember what it. Edge of Tomorrow. That's what it's called. I think Edge of Tomorrow is alright. I don't think it's as good as people make out, but so that's why I was gonna abandon that point. But never mind. I halfway used it. Anyway, so what is the movie about? So essentially, the movie is about essentially there is a war with aliens, and people are sent back 30 years from the future to come back and essentially recruit for people to join their team because they are getting their asses kicked out there. So essentially, they send a bunch of soldiers back in time to appeal to people to join the cause and be part of the solution against this war of aliens. We learned pretty quickly why they've had to do that, because quite frankly, and this was one of the criticisms I had of the movie, these aliens are hard to kill. I mean, they are hard to kill. First of all, they are sizey aliens. They're real sizey. They're very sensitive to sound, to touch. They've got an amazing eyesight, and there is basically two acute places that you can shoot it and kill it. Other than that, you're fucked. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention that they also shoot out these ridiculously accurate wooden spikes at you as well. So it's kind of crazy that they've kind of sent people out there to almost die to this thing. Um, but yeah, it was an interesting animal that they pitched for this thing. Like I said, it was a really weird choice. Like normally, the fact that you send aliens back, aliens should be enough. Should make them extra hard to kill. But anyway, I digress. What did I like about the movie? I liked a lot about the movie, I must admit. First of all, I thought that the premise was quite interesting. It had me interested enough that I kind of not bookmarked it literally, but in my head I thought to myself, "Oh, okay, I'll definitely look out for that in film and watch it." So when it came up, I did. I thought it was very well acted. I thought, generally speaking, I thought Chris Pratt did what Chris Pratt does, led the cast very well, did what he had to do. Um, they brought in one guy called, I think his name is Samuel Richardson. Um, he is the only way I can describe him is he's the black guy with the whitest voice I have ever heard in my life. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. He's just he's the guy that I kind of have seen in other films and recognize him as that guy. Um, I thought he brought good comic relief, and just when he started to get a bit too annoying, they pulled it back. So I think they timed that pretty well. They obviously brought J.K. I say obviously, they brought J.K. Simmons in, looking quite swole. J.K. Simmons as well. He looks in good shape. Um, so he was ready for this film. Um, they had a child actress who I thought was very good, very good. She acted the role of Chris Pratt's daughter really well, and yeah, like I said, she was excellent in the movie. Generally speaking, I thought everybody was very good in the movie. Everybody had a part to play. They played it well, and they didn't overstay their welcome. Um, Bad points in the movie. For me, I think that the movie could have been easily half an hour shorter than it was. This movie runtime was 2 hours 19 minutes. If it was an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes at most, it would have been perfect. Um, Hour 40 minutes just it felt like it just felt unnecessary. Also, I'm not sure that Chris Pratt's character understands the difference or understands the concept of time travel. Now, I can't really get into it without being very spoilerish, but there's a decision that he kind of makes during kind of towards the second act of this movie, and I'm like, bruh, she just told you how to what to do and how to do it in order to save your daughter. What on earth are you doing that? You know, it's just certain things where I just thought to myself, you clearly don't understand time travel. Otherwise, why would you do that? Um, so yeah, there were certain things that just again didn't make much sense to me. Um, I felt like they really rushed the end because there were all these explosions that happened towards the end. I was like, huh? I don't remember them hooking up all these explosions. So I felt like even though the runtime was 2 hours 19 minutes, this could quite have comfortably have been a 3 hour film that maybe they've had to chop down. Um, so there were a number of bits. There were a number of bits where I thought to myself, okay. But actually, all in all, I thought the movie was fine. I thought it was fine. In fact, I'll go as far as to say this: it was probably the best Amazon Prime exclusive movie I've seen. I wouldn't necessarily write home a lot about that, but I would say that it was the best one I've seen. And yeah, will I see it again? Yeah, probably. I probably would. I'd leave it a while, but I'd see it again. I'd see it again. So what grade would I give it? I'd give it a B minus. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was well acted. I thought the premise was very, very good. Um, I thought it did linger in places. I thought the pacing was off. I thought the aliens were too difficult to kill, unnecessarily so. Um, but all in all, it was a good effort, good solid effort. So I give it a B minus. You guys, let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Generally speaking, what am I saying about the movie? I think it was definitely worth a watch. So definitely take some time out in your own time and watch the movie. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I'll be back again soon. All right, peace.